of course you want to make sure that you are totally unloadable. Go ahead and double check one more time to make sure we have a clear weapon here. All you do to take this down is there's a button right here. You press. Well, first thing you do is pull and lock back the slide, or this is how I do it. Pull back the slide, press this button, and rotate this lever. And you just rotate it about 45 degrees clockwise. Once you do that, go ahead and release the slot. Release the slide. Now I'm holding this upside down because all this crap will fall out. Now what you'll find here is a block with your guide rod and spring, and you'll find your barrel. Now take a close look at this barrel. If you notice, there's a cam in here, and that's what makes this barrel rotate as the slide goes back. And if you notice on the block, there's a pin right here, and that's what fits in this cam, and that's what sort of makes it rotate. Really simple. Now, one of the things that you want to do with, or keep track of with this particular gun, is keep track of which is the forward and which is the back part of this block, because you could maybe get it in backwards, so it behooves you to keep track. There is an arrow right here on the block which is pointing forward. That's the direction the bullet will come out of the gun. It would be a good way to keep track of, you know, that the arrow, which way the arrow should be facing when you place it into your handgun. Again, to put it back together, you go ahead and reverse everything that you did. You want that cam or that groove to be facing upwards, and we'll go ahead and put the guide rod and spring back into the block here. You want the pointy end facing back. You want the arrow facing forward. You want this flat end facing forward, and you're going to go ahead and put that in and make sure you get that. See, I already did it backwards. Huh. See how easy it is to get this backwards? Alright, so what you want to do is go ahead and make sure that arrow is facing forward, and you want to get this little notch into the cam, and you can see it's in there, and go ahead and set everything up like that. Then you go ahead and take the rest of your handgun, and one thing to keep track of here is there's a little piece of metal here. You want to make sure that's down. Make sure it's not sticking up as you're trying to jam this into the slide. Go ahead and line everything up and push it forward. Now you turn it over, bring it back, lock the slide back, push the pin on this side, rotate the lever back, and then go ahead and release. And you should actually be able to see the barrel rotating as I pull it back. Let's go ahead and safety or function check it. As you can see, it does not have a magazine safety. It will fire without having the magazine in the handgun. So we're working fine there. Let's go ahead and, while we're talking about the magazine, go ahead and look at them. As you can see, my magazines are loaded. This, you can see by the little post inside the hollow point there that this is a Federal Hydra-Shock, and that's what I usually use in the winter. What they claim, I did not do any tests on here, so I can't, say that my experience has anything to do with this opinion, but the theory is that that post helps this particular hollow point penetrate through heavy clothing. And in the winter, I anticipate that if I have to shoot somebody, that they'll be coming in here with heavy clothing since it's freezing outside. Thank you, global warming and Al Gore. So this is a .40 caliber Ferrel Hydra-Shok. Here's the box that they come in. So let's see, what's the capacity? This is the .40 caliber, and it can hold 11 rounds per magazine. Standard capacity. Never say high capacity. Always say standard capacity. We don't want to give the gun banners any more ammunition. These are standard capacity magazines. In the 9mm model, you have 15 round magazines, and with the new .45 caliber you have 8 round magazines, and of course you could always put +1 in the chamber. While we have this up here, I'm going to go ahead and show you the sights and what the sight picture looks like. This is a 3-dot sight. It is not adjustable. These are fixed sights. I'm going to go ahead and try to line these up so you can see what your sight picture looks like. I do like the 3-dot, but again, that's all opinion. So there's your sight picture. Okay, one of the things I wanted to add to this particular video was something that I got an idea from somebody else's YouTube channel, and I thought it was a great idea, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. I said this pledge or this oath several times when I served in the military, and I did serve in the military for 22 years, retired a chief petty officer in the United States Navy. So without further ado, I want to do this on YouTube, and I encourage gun owners and patriots everywhere to do the same. I, Fred, of the Gun Geek channel, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, so help me God. I encourage all patriots to do the same. I also encourage you to be a member of the NRA. I also encourage you to be a member of any local groups that you may have around your area. And one group that never ceases to amaze me that I'm thinking about supporting is the JPFO, which is the Jews Against, or Jews for the Preservation of Firearms. That group is probably one of the staunchest supporters of our gun rights that I've seen in a long time from a group. So check them out. And of course the Second Amendment Foundation, which has done a lot for us in the courts, and we have our Supreme Court thing coming up here in March, so keep a close eye on that. Also, I believe in April, unless things have changed, I haven't checked lately, we were supposed to have a march on your state and local capitals for the Second Amendment March. I don't know. Again, thank you for stopping by the Gun Geek channel. Please come back often. Sorry if I'm not getting videos out as often as I do. I have a busy schedule, plus I've been fighting snow. I do live here on the East Coast, where we've been getting a lot of snow, so my arms are like putty. I've been shoveling a lot of snow. I just finished shoveling my deck for the last couple of hours through layers of ice and snow and ice and snow and ice and snow. And we're going to get more snow here in the next couple of days. So bear with me. I'm probably going to try to get at least at a minimum one video a month. So please continue to subscribe and friend. I enjoy doing this as long as you enjoy watching. Thank you.